Philadelphia was shaped by water. With the Delaware River to the east and the Schuylkill to the west, Philadelphia grew into a successful industrial city due to the rivers that framed it. By the mid-17th century, the confluence of the Delaware and Schuylkill rivers became the region's commercial center. Between our rivers, the city has grown, adapted, and reshaped itself for more than 3 centuries. Long before highways and rail, the rivers are what made Philadelphia possible. Guiding settlement, powering mills, connecting markets, and cooling our summers. And today, the Delaware River is the source of drinking water for more than 15 million people in the region. Beneath the surface, a quieter story unfolds, one that begins where the river meets the sea. As sea levels rise and rainfall becomes less and less predictable, salt water from the Atlantic pushes further up the Delaware River. Scientists call this moving boundary the salt front.
The Delaware River supplies drinking water to 15 million people, many of whom live in our area. But a shifting salt front can threaten that supply.
This is the point where the river stops being fresh and starts to reflect the chemistry of the ocean. On average, the salt front sits near Wilmington, but in dry years, when fresh water flow weakens, it pushes the salt front upstream. In 2002, the Delaware River hit one of its lowest flow periods in recent history. By late summer, it had pushed past River Mile 85, and by early fall, it reached River Mile 89 near the Philadelphia airport. This was the closest approach to the city's drinking water intakes in modern times. The Delaware is not a single channel, it is a connected system. More than 13,000 square miles of watershed contribute to the river's flow. It begins in the Catskills and Poconos, where rain and snow feed streams and then merge through New York, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Delaware before entering the bay. When river flow falls below safe thresholds, the Delaware River Basin Commission releases water from upstream reservoirs including Blue Marsh and Beltsville in Pennsylvania, and Pepacon, Neversink, and Cannonsville in New York. While these managed releases are one of the only ways to keep our drinking water safe, we aren't the only species impacted by the salt front's intrusion.
Now to our series, Climate Ready, as we look at the challenges our region faces on this Earth Month. Our focus tonight, the Delaware River, which you may or may not know is a mix of both freshwater and saltwater. So many species rely on that incredibly delicate balance between the two, a balance that could well be threatened by shifting climate.
The salt front is also an ecological boundary. The Delaware estuary supports more than 300 species of fish, shellfish, and birds. Many rely on specific blends of freshwater and saltwater. As saltwater moves inland, freshwater marshes convert and habitat structures shift. Tidal wetlands, like Abbott marshlands, are among the most vulnerable. And every dry year pushes the salt line a little farther north. In November of 2025, the salt front reached River Mile 88.3, only about a mile short of where it peaked in 2002. As salinity rises, the river is struggling to keep that salt at bay. For now, balance holds through coordinated reservoir operations and careful monitoring. This is climate change showing up in our own rivers and affecting the water that comes out of our own taps. This isn't something that will happen down the road, it's something that's happening right now.